Hey guys, just for fun, I've got a really cool game to share with you. I just played it now. It was an unrated game, 30-minute rapid, and my opponent's rated just over 1200. So I've got the black pieces and he starts with d4. So recently I've gone back to the Black Lion, which has been popularised by Grandmaster Simon Williams, the Ginger GM. And I've got a few videos where I show this, but just sit back and enjoy this game because it's got a great ending. Okay, so we've got d4 and c4. Now I bring my two knights here, and knight comes out, two knights out on the board, and e5. And really the big turning point in this very often is, does white exchange pawns on e5 or does white push? So white chooses to play e4. Get a big pawn centre in the middle now. I bring up my bishop to e7. Bishop comes down, I'm not too concerned. I push c6, ready to put my queen there on c7. And we have b3. Now I bring my queen up, queen comes up, and I put the question to the bishop. Okay, we now move 8, halfway through the game. Takes, and recently I've been recapturing here with the g pawn because it's great to open up this file for my rook. There's an awful lot of space with these pushed pawns on the queen side, so I'm thinking that white isn't going to be castling there, and indeed across comes the rook to c1, so there's going to be no castling on that side of the board. Now the pawn pushes, I just leave the tension there and bring out my bishop to g4. So clearly if I take on g4, currently the only way for white to recapture is with the pawn, and that's going to weaken the king side. So the knight moves out of the way, and now I spot a nice diagonal here with a skewer on the queen. So I push f5, getting ready to move that up, and also notice that this knight is now under attack and undefended. Okay, so white misses the threat here completely and captures the pawn. Okay, so I grab the knight, right, and this is very natural move to kick the pawn. Now I move the bishop back in line with both the queen and the rook there. There's only really one move to play, and that is f4. Okay, but now I capture the pawn. Now if the pawn captures, I realise I've got bishop h4, but really there's nothing to be done, because if this pawn takes that pawn, then there's going to be pieces falling all over the place, and these two bishops on adjacent diagonals, so powerful, so powerful. So pawn takes, and now bishop to g4 is almost a stunning checkmate, because we're covering both of these diagonals, and the only legal move now that white has would be to play queen there to f2 and give up the queen for a bishop. Black can still castle, and the game is totally beyond hope. So there you go. If you haven't checked out the Black Lion, Simon Williams has got some good videos on YouTube. I'll put one or two in the comments. He's also got a course on it if you want to go into a lot of depth, but really, quite honestly, the free videos give you a very good taster for it. But if you're looking for something exciting, give it a spin. Right, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.